Hello, this is Graylin's version of the Heart Adventure. Certainly not the inventor of this. So many of my wonderful colleagues have done versions of this, and this is our version. To celebrate Heart Week, we are doing a circuit through the heart. We're starting with the lungs, and they do each, first of all, they pick up a piece of oxygen. And there's the oxygen. They're going to pick up a piece of oxygen, and then they're going to come over and find a polyspot. We have several here with exercises on them. They do each one 30 times. After they complete that, they are going to come through the left atrium, walk across the balance beam. For the older kids, we'll have them do step-offs, so they'll step down on each side, alternating sides. From there, they come into the mitral valve. They go through that. Coming out on the other side of the mitral valve, they have now entered the left ventricle, and they're going to do shuffle slides around each of the football pads. After they complete that, they'll go around, and they are now entering the aortic valve. So they're entering now the left, leaving the left heart chamber. They crawl through the atrium. From here, they're going to go through Zoids, and they can do jumping jacks, whatever activity you want them to do through this. And at this point, they need to make a decision to take their oxygen either to the brain or to the body. If they take it to the brain, they are going to grab a pair of balance cans, walkers. They will walk using their brain and balance around that cone, and then they will come back, place their cans down. At this point, they will follow these polyspots around the perimeter of the gym, which we call the highway, and they'll go all the way back around, and they'll start at the beginning at the lungs. They then do another polyspot activity. From there, they go back across the balance beam, then through the mitral valve, coming back around, completing it all again. The second time through, they will choose to go to the body. If they choose to go through the body, they will come through the Bosu balls and jump or balance on them. As they finish this around, they will drop their oxygen back off, and then they come over, and now they've built up carbon dioxide. So they will pick up a piece of carbon dioxide, and now they are in the right side of the heart. So they're in the right atrium. They go through army crawl through the tricuspid valve. As they do crawl through that, they enter the right ventricle, lower right chamber of the heart. They will go through this tunnel. And here they will weave through the cones. As they weave through the cones, they come out. They're now leaving the heart. There was a sign here. They're now leaving the heart, and they come through. And then I have a series of polyspots. They'll do however many, 10, that number moved, well, they'll do run in place for 10, the count of 10. Then they will do 5 push-ups. Then they come through, and they're doing 8 jumping jacks. As they follow the circuit around, they're still carrying their carbon dioxide. They're now traveling back to the lungs through the pulmonary artery. Here they're going to, we just completed a tumbling unit. So they are doing tumbling activities through the pulmonary artery. We have another mat there. They will launch off of the trampoline, mini tramp, and land. And from here they're going to rest and recover. So they find we have yogi spots, and they're going to find a yoga spot to do, whichever polyspot that they want. And from here they are going to say their name 10 times. Then they get back on the highway, and they travel all the way back around and go back to the lungs. So as they do go through here, we explain the whole heart prior to them going through the circuit. And as they come through, they go all the way back, and we have a gray bin, and they will put their carbon dioxide back into the gray bin, and then pick up a piece of oxygen and start over again. So that is our heart adventure, and I hope you enjoyed it and got some ideas. Thanks for all of you who have contributed to these ideas.